What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the uncrowned Otaku. Last episode of the first season of Moon Knight came out, and overall, the series was okay. I'm gonna say it was decent. It was a decent series. It gave me, I wasn't expecting much, so it gave me pretty much what I was expecting. There was not too much Moon Knight. Mark, Steven, figuring that whole spiel out. But this last episode, we did get to see Khonshu and Ammit fight. And they were in their enlarged forms. Two Egyptian gods, and I'm not talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, fighting it out. And Khonshu got his butt whipped. Ammit took his own staff and was like, ha! But what's interesting, I don't know a lot about the Egyptian lore, but Ammit is kind of like a crocodile with like snakes in her hair or whatever. She was looking wacky to me. Layla became a temporary avatar for Tawet, the hippo that leads souls to their, either happy ending or unhappy ending. And when she became a temporary avatar, she was throwing hands with the best of them. She had like gold little wings and two little sword daggers, and she was going ham on armies of people with guns and stuff. She was holding her own. Considering she just tapped into that power, I'm impressed. I can see why Khonshu may or may not have wanted her. They seal Ammit into Howard. Y'all watched the episode, so I don't really got to recap it. I just want to talk about some stuff. Up until the semi-post-credit scene, I was pissed off. Because leading into the episode, we see the third sarcophagus that was never opened. And we go the whole episode. And sorry if you all can hear a lawnmower. Somebody is mowing the lawn and they are right outside my door. Okay. So we don't get to see the third person. And the whole episode, I'm just like, okay, scales got to balance. We got to get Steven back. We're going to see the third personality. We don't until the very end. Like after the credits a little bit. But what's more impressive is Mark was in his happy ending and decided, no, we can't just leave Steven. I can't have my eternal peace knowing Steven isn't cool, knowing Steven sacrificed himself for me and he's stuck in Sands forever. So he goes back, gets Steven, bears his untold, confused heart to Steven, grabs his hand, and they get petrified together. But then Khonshu brings them back to life, so they're both good now. And when they come back to life and they become Khonshu's avatar again and they start fighting, it's so dope, first of all, that Steven has the nuts to negotiate with Khonshu. He sat down on a rock, crossed his leg, and was like, see, we're a package deal now. So the TOS, the terms of service, are changing. Yesterday's price is not today's price. That's what he told Khonshu, and they came to a new deal. When this is all over, Khonshu frees him. Steven, I had so much respect for Steven in that moment. And when they start fighting, the way we see Mark in his version of Moon Knight, which is the mummy robes and stuff, he's like, bow, 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 throwing hands, bow, bow, bow. And then, just like that, he switches to the Mr. Knight costume, which is Steven. And Steven has his twin stabs, and he's like, doop, 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 bow. Just seeing both of them go from personality to personality and the different fighting styles each one possesses, equally kicking ass as much as they both can. Super dope to me. Super dope visual. And shout out to, I believe his name is Oscar Isaac, the actor who's playing Steven Mark Moon Knight. Shout out to him, because him going from the Steven voice to the Mark voice, it really, I believe there was two characters. And you gotta just look at taking yourself out of the actual Moon Knight series. That's one guy playing two roles. And the way he was switching from each role, oh, fantastic job. Couldn't have picked a better actor to do this, honestly. And yeah, the fight was good. The ending fight was good. We see that Mark and Steven actually lost to Haro, but then they blacked out. This is where I got a little bit excited. I was like, okay, third personality's about to come out. Still don't get to see him. We come back and we see that everybody's been wiped out. Because at first they had Layla pinned and were shooting the golden wings. And Haro was about to absorb the power of Khonshu from Mark and Steven. Then they black out. When they come back to, Mark and Steven are both like, I didn't do that, did you? No, I didn't do that. And Haro's knocked out, his goons are dead, and Layla's like, yo, what was that? They don't even know. So they seal Ammit. All's well that ends well. Khonshu frees them. He goes away. And this is where I get a little confused and where me being angry starts to happen. they teleport back to the therapist's office, and when they're talking to Haro, they realize he's taking steps, but he's bleeding. So maybe y'all can clear this up in the comments for me. I'm still confused. Was that Haro's power? Was that a therapist's office that Steven and Mark kind of conjured up? Because they ended up saying, hey, Doc, I don't think you know as much as you think you do. Because Dr. Haro's like, why am I bleeding? What's happening to me? What world, what land is that? Is that the land of the gods? Is that the land of avatars? I was so confused about that, because then when Steven and Mark said, Doc, I don't think we need you, we're done here, they snap back to reality. Look, there goes gravity. Look. So I was confused as to what that is. I feel like I didn't get a clear explanation as to what that place really was. And then we see Haro's actually in a like insane asylum, a psychiatric place. Because I guess with him being Ammit being trapped inside of him, he's probably nuts to anybody else. And we see a guy wheelchair him out. This is where it gets good. We see that like all the staff are dead on the way out. He gets thrown into a limo, and Khonshu's sitting there. Khonshu, first of all, my man, he cleaned up nice. Welcome to the 21st century, Khonshu. Egyptian god of night is looking nice in that suit. And Haro's like, okay, what are you doing here, Khonshu? You can't interfere. Ammit's in me. You can't interfere with us. You can't kill us. So Khonshu spills the beans that like, yo, Mark and Steven, they don't realize how messed up. Mark doesn't realize how messed up he really is. Sure, I'll leave Mark and Steven alone. Let me introduce you to my friend. He rolls down the window, and it is Jake Lockley, the third personality that I've been waiting to see. Now, again, I don't know much about Moon Knight, and I'm about to end the video because it's getting a little too long and my phone's probably going to crash. I had to look him up a little bit. Jake Lockley in the comics was a cab driver, but he was kind of working the underground scene. He was a guy who had informants and spies everywhere for the underground scene so that Mark could know what he needs to do and who he needs to watch out for. Whereas in this iteration, the MCU version, Jake Lockley looks to be a cold-blooded killer. He looks to be the edge that Khonshu's actually needing, the actual fist of vengeance. Still a cab driver, or still a driver, because he whipping Khonshu in that nice Spectre vehicle. But yeah, he's that edge. He's willing to kill everybody in the name of Khonshu. He is the fist of vengeance. He is Batman. Why not? But yeah, so overall, series, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 3.5 out of 5 if I had to rate it 3.5. It was decent. Can't give it great. Can't give it excellent. Took a little while. Still a little confusing. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. Can't wait for season 2. See what's going on with Jake Lockley. What did y'all think though? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We on the road to 1K, baby. We're gonna reach it one day. In the meantime, Uncrowned Kingdom. I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. And that's the fire that keeps the kingdom safe. Y'all know it burns eternally. Not even the god of night can put that fire out. I'm out.